He has been stalking me online. He calls it research, but it is what it is. He is stalking me on the internet. He has been in contact with potential spam numbers and unknown individuals, and he has been encouraging them to. He went on somebody else's page, found a video that somebody else had posted of me reassuring my daughter because she was afraid of the landlord coming into the house without our permission. She felt the need to barricade the door in order to shower. That's the only way that she feels safe, is if she puts something in front of the door. And so I had reassured my daughter that if that man were to enter my home, enter our home without my permission, that I would boot fuck him. So he saw this video that somebody else had recorded of me, posted it on their page, and he felt so threatened by this that he felt the need to call the cops. He reported me to the police for expressing free speech in my own fucking home. Imagine that. He was informed by the police officer, the constable, that his actions are unusual and unlawful. So he has been made aware, not just by me, but now by the authorities, that what he's doing is not okay. He submitted, as part of his evidence to the police, illegally obtained footage of me in my home. And that backfired on him. He said that, because he's also been on the subreddit that's dedicated to destroying my life, he had been either in contact with somebody on that subreddit, or he could be also on that subreddit. Saying that things have gotten so bad, according to his words, things have gotten so bad that he can't even live in his own home. He's supposed to be living downstairs. Supposed to be. Now, when I first moved here, before I, signed the agreement, I didn't even know that I could go on the City of Edmonton website and find out whether this secondary suite was even registered. I didn't think about it. I had trusted him blindly that he was acting in accordance to the law. Because as a landlord, it is your legal obligation to know the fucking law, so that you as a landlord can abide by those laws. So him and I are moving in around the same time. We both, when you're moving in, there's going to be more garbage, right? So we're both producing more garbage. That garbage was overflowing days before it was supposed to be picked up. And I was complaining about the size of the garbage can. I was like, there should be more storage than this. For 2 dwellings, this is not enough storage for garbage and refuse awaiting disposal. He was like, oh, I'll talk to the city and see what I can do about it. He then emailed me later and he said, I talked to the city and there's nothing I can do about it. And I thought to myself, that's weird. So I phoned the city, and the city worker herself said, well, that's weird. Because both of us were under the impression that when you have a registered unit, the city automatically drops off a compost, a garbage bin for that unit. So if there's 2 registered units on this lot, that means there should be 2 black bins and 2 compost bins. But there's only 1. So while I was on the phone with her, she confirmed to me exactly what I was thinking. I was like, there's a cart sharing program, but you have to opt in. You have to sign up for that, right? So either he signed up for a cart sharing program, or his unit is not registered. As I was on the phone with the city worker, she told me, she was like, you can look it up on the map. You can see the zoning, the overlay, all of it. You don't have to be the landlord to see that information. So I did. I went on the map. I looked up our address. There's no proposed applications, which means nobody has applied for a permit. There's no proposed zoning for this lot. So it's not that it's not allowed in this area, right? Because there are certain zones where secondary suites are prohibited. This is not one of those zones. Overlay specifications. There are no proposed overlay rules for this lot. Meaning there are no special rules that apply to this area that would prevent him from having a secondary suite in the basement. So with all of these three things, that means if he is unable to get a permit, it's because of fire or coding regulation. So it's a fire hazard to have a secondary suite downstairs.